take her training, take notes, and she's my wife, so I'll bring her up.
Thank you. All right, so I always bring notes just so, like I was saying earlier, I like to talk, and when I get excited about something, I'll just keep going on. So I want to just get straight to the point. I'll share a little bit about what I'm going to train on, and it's a system. You know, no matter what you guys do in life, whatever job you have, whatever, you know, even just hobbies, there's a system in place. So for me, I came from the beauty industry, you know, hairstyling, makeup artist, a lot of people in my family are in the beauty industry. And system was taught to me as save yourself time, energy, and money. That's what the word system stands for. So if you can follow a system and it's a duplicatable system, then you could in return teach somebody to do that and, you know, build a large organization. And so for me, I have to kind of, you know, compare it with hairstyling and makeup artists, you know, with what I do. And there's definitely a system in place. You know, with hair cutting, there's all the different degrees of hair cutting. You know, with makeup, there's contouring. There's different tones and skin tones and hair and formula. So there's always a system in place no matter what you do. And for us in Jeunesse, what we're going to do is we want to hit the first rank of executive. So the first goal in the business is to become an executive. And then you can teach other people to do that, and just in return, they'll start teaching others the same. And so I would say the first thing, because you'd be surprised, people will get their kit and they don't open it. So open your kit, because any question that you have, I would be that person. Like, I need to know, you know, how to do this and that. It's all in your kit. So you want to get out your kit, open it up. There's a comp plan book. For me, I need to read that all the time, because I'm like Jen, I'm like, don't ask me the comp plan questions. Read your comp plan book. And there's actually a Going Executive book too, and a game plan, so you can get started right and figure out how to do that in, I would say, 48 hours. And I'm going to elaborate on that because I'm all about customer acquisition and getting customers, because if you have a lot of people using the products, having people, you know, getting success with the skincare or the body products, whatever it is, if they're using it, they're passionate, they have a story, they're going to keep buying it, and they're going to in return share it with their friends and family. So I would say get your 2 customers, because it's cool, because if you have 2 customers, then you are going to get your product for free the next month. So you're not committed to anything. For me, with doing hair and makeup, I constantly, you know, I was buying products every month. I use a bottle of color, I have to replace it. A bottle of color for the cheaper colors is like 10 bucks. So I was always investing in my business, but with us, if you get 2 customers, you can become free. So that's really cool too. So obviously you have to become an active distributor first, and we can elaborate on that if you have questions. What that means is basically getting started. And then setting a goal and a time frame. Benjamin Franklin says if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So make a plan. If your plan is to hit executive, then what you're going to do is you want to ask, how many people are you going to talk to? How many people are you going to send information to? How are you going to get this information out there to people? Whether they're maybe on Facebook, maybe they're your neighbor, maybe they're, you know, just your really good friends. There's a lot of different ways that you can do that. But the most effective ways of doing that, well, let me backtrack a little bit. This is what was hard for me, because I like to talk a lot, is you want to be the messenger to the message. You are not the message. So if you're going out there like me, don't fail. You don't need to fail. Just share the information. You know, whether it's a video, whether it's pictures of people, you know, the before and afters. Your picture is the most important picture. So if you're using the products for your health, you know, get your pictures, the before pictures. You don't have to share it with everybody, but have the pictures. So if someone asks you, well, what is it doing for you? Why do you like the products? Make sure you take your pictures of your face, the Instantly Ageless. I know that's the first thing I do when I share it. I say, hey, let me get a picture. You don't have to put it on Facebook. I won't put it on Facebook unless you let me. And then take your after you use it, because people are going to want to see that. And if you're excited, they're going to get excited, and they're going to say, wow, this is really working, and I want to start doing this with you. You're fired up. You're passionate about it. Let's do it. So be the messenger to the message, not the message. You don't need to go. You don't need to learn a whole pitch. You can use, we have all the tools in place. If you do want to go out, like Josh was saying, you want to sit down with someone and have coffee, you want to demonstrate the product, just put duct tape over your mouth, like Josh was saying, put the Instantly Ageless on, or let them try a reserve, and you can even get them on a 3-way call with someone in your upline. And that's the best part about this business, is we have support. In most business, traditional business, I know for Sean, you probably didn't have many people to go to, like, hey, help me paint this house. But your business, you figure it out. For me, in hairstyling, if I was doing someone's hair in the salon and I didn't know how to do it, I was not going to go to the girl next to me and ask how to do it, because in return, she would say, if you can't do it, then how come she's not my client? It's not a lot, you don't have a lot of help and support like we do in this company, and that was what was kind of shocking to me. I didn't believe it, but it's nice to have people like, you know, Jen and Ryan and me and Josh, and people that you can ask questions and really be there to support and help you along your path to success. Also, another way that we've really built, you know, I like doing parties. I like getting together with my friends and family, or if there are people out there that like doing that, you can get together and have a party and have your girls come over, or your guys, or both, and have a glass of wine and talk about something that you're passionate about. And, you know, make a shake. Make the Zen. Zen is my new favorite product because I'm using it now because I have fitness goals that I want to hit. And you can make some shakes and just have a good time. And so, you know, the websites, the parties, the demonstratable products, that was what was a game changer for me, because we had been in a company before that had products, it wasn't demonstratable. So you had to convince somebody to use it consistently for 30 to 60 days, hope they don't forget, constantly follow up, try to retrieve a bottle. You don't have to do any of that. You can really get out there and give someone a reserve like we did, or get the Instantly Ageless on and build a business part-time for people. You know, most of you guys do have a job, and you can replace your income by doing this really part-time demonstrating the products. You can set your, for us, what's huge is set your goals, set your immediate goals. What do you guys want to hit in the first even week? You know, going executive, that could be your first 48 hours a week goal. Then you can set your 30, 90, 6 month, and annual goals, and just set goals, because that is what really kept me motivated, and you know what really drove me is setting goals to run after. So make sure you write it down too. Keep it. I'll get back to more on the why after. So how are we going to get out there and share the product? Like I was talking about a little bit in the beginning, there's multiple ways, and I'm going to kind of give you a couple quick ways that I go out there, and I'll invite people to coming to events like this. We're going to be doing these, like Josh was saying, once a month, or maybe even twice a month. Or maybe you want to get somebody over to your house and or sit down and demonstrate the product with you. What I do is I share my why when I'm inviting somebody out to anything, or even if I know somebody a little bit better, like through Facebook, I share my reasons why I'm doing this business in return for them to, you know, check it out for me. I'm not telling anybody it's for them. I'm just asking them to support me, like Jen was talking earlier about asking people for help. If you go about your business and asking for help, asking for referrals, and asking for support, people are more apt to help you than if you go out and say, this is for you, this product's meant for you, I know it's gonna change your life. Because that's kind of what Josh came home and did to me, and I was like, oh, this is a scam, you know, don't talk to me about this, that guy better be a millionaire that told you about this. And I was so negative, I just shut him down. I was like, I'm not doing this ever. So if you can go about it and say, hey, you know what, for me, I'll share what I say, you know, I have been working long hours at the salon, and I found a way to be able to help me stay home with my girls. Would you check out this website for me and give me some feedback? Set the appointment too, because for following up. That was where I failed a lot in the beginning. I would ask people for support, and when I got coachable and started doing it the right way, but I wouldn't set the follow-up. So the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is when you get back with them and ask them for that feedback, or ask them to let you know, if they have questions or anything like that. So if I want to get somebody out to an event like this, or to a home party, to come over and maybe sample the product, what I would do, same thing, always share your reasons why you're doing something and ask for support. I would say, hey, Nicole, what are you doing on Saturday night? You're gonna role play with me. What are you doing Saturday night?
I'm sitting at home watching TV.
Perfect. I'm actually working on a business. I know I've been telling you all the time, I'm so stressed out working at the salon, and I think I found a way to be able to be home with the girls and not be there all night long and always miss having to put them to bed. Can you come over for like an hour and check it out?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna put you down. Maybe can you bring a bottle of soda for me? All right, awesome. I'll see you there. So just really quick and simple, you can invite people out to events like this the same way, or to the website. I know a lot of people, like Jen's going to talk about building more on social media. I can learn a lot from that too, because people are all about social media. We always like to say Facebook's the new TV. People love Facebook. So if you can figure out how to really be effective and not just sit and zone out and be a zombie on Facebook and really use it to help build a business, it's awesome because we are international, we're global. You can really have people and team all over the globe, which is really cool. And I know Josh was really, really excited about that because we want to travel a lot, and just being able to have team and people everywhere is awesome. So just when you're inviting, I'm making sure I'm not getting off too much on any tangents. Yeah, just showing pictures, asking for support, getting people to events, setting those goals, and then showing the videos. Like I said, be the messenger to the message, not the message. You don't have to know it all. Just get them the information and schedule a follow-up. Ask them when they can watch the video. You know, I would send out the videos and I would forget to ask. That's what I was trying to say earlier and I went off. Ask them, say, hey, when can you check out that video? Can you check it out tonight or can you check it out tomorrow? Oh, I can check it out tomorrow. Okay, can I follow back up with you around 5 p.m.? Sure. So set that appointment because they're telling you, I'm going to watch it for you. I said I would do it by 5 p.m. Write it down in a planner. Make sure you make a note so you get back to them and get their feedback and follow it up with a 3-way. Get someone to share their story. For me, I ruined it a lot in the beginning too. Trust me, I made so many mistakes in the beginning of network marketing because I was not coachable. I always think I can do everything my own way. I've always been very independent, so I'm like, oh, I got this. Don't even tell me I got it. And so I would just have people share their stories, you know? And that was what I had a lot of success was using the support team. These are the pictures. You know, you can, before, if you don't have pictures, get pictures, but there's tons of pictures you can show people with the Luminous. Josh was showing some of the pictures with people using the Zen. KISS, keep it super simple. So, write out a list. This is what you're gonna do is make a top 100 list. If 100 is too much, focus on 50. Focus on what you can do, not what you can't do. So focus on 50, I say, to 100 people that you want to show the information. Don't keep it in your head, write it on a piece of paper. Write it down so you can keep track of what information you got to them, whether it was a website, whether it was you invited them to your party, maybe you went to, you know, had a coffee appointment with them, whatever it is, or that's what you want to do, write them on a piece of paper. So that way you can keep track of it and make an international list. We just started expanding more on our international list because, you know, we all know people that live in Brazil or Mexico or wherever it may be. So really focus internationally too, because that could be a huge opportunity. I know that we have people all over the country on our team and we're not really working with them. Some of them we can't even speak the same language, but you could benefit by them going out and sharing the product. So make that list and like we were talking about before, get the information out. You know, don't wait, launch, always be launching your business, always be promoting your business. The best promoter gets paid the most. So if you're always excited, always sending out videos, ask for referrals. That is a really big thing that I've always been good at because in the hair and makeup industry, that's what we're taught to do, is ask for referrals. If you do someone's hair and they like it, ask, hey, who does your mom go to? Who does your sister go to? Do you know anyone who needs their hair or makeup done for their wedding? Whatever it may be, ask people because they might not like it, you know? If somebody doesn't necessarily like what you're showing them, it's okay. Ask them, say, it's not for you, but maybe do you know anybody you could send my way? And don't be afraid to ask because sometimes people, you know, will give you somebody that will take off and they will explode your business or go out there and share the product and you'll get tons of customers from just one person giving you a referral. You know, I've got some really good hair clients from people giving me a referral and it turned into something big. So same thing, just ask people. Never hurts to ask. And don't give in and don't be let down by negativity because people are like me. I was so negative to Josh. You know, it takes some people 5 to 7, is it 5 to 7, Josh, exposures?
Yeah.
Before they get interested in something. So, you know, you might have to give them a video, do an Instantly Ageless demo on them. You know, show them one of the science videos, get them out to an event like this before they're even like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then you never know, they might end up being your best, you know, workout partner and running partner in the business, but you just don't give up. Just keep getting them the exposures, giving them the information they need because the first video you give them might not be what they need to get them interested. It might not spark their interest. So be consistent is where I'm really going with that. What to say, I kind of got into that with you is, share your why. You gotta I'm gonna end this training in a minute with what your why is, your reasons for doing it, but ask people, for support. Ask people to come and help you. Ask people to see what you're doing. You gotta be excited. You gotta be positive. Be using the product, because people are not going to follow somebody who's negative. Like, hey, if you're treating it like your job, if you're treating it like your 9 to 5, every morning you wake up like, oh man, I hate my life. It's a Monday. I wish it was Friday. And you're treating this the same way, nobody's gonna want to follow you. They're gonna say, well, you don't seem too excited about this. So definitely, be excited. And in return, people are going to look at you and go, wow, like she's fired up, or he's fired up about what he's doing. Everybody in life is so negative, holding their head down and really just kind of like dragging their feet. And if you're, really out there and excited, people are going to want to follow you. So, like I said, be excited and have a sense of urgency. Like I was saying, set that follow-up appointment. Don't just get the information out there and think people are going to come back to you. You got to be persistent, and you have to, be the one to follow up with them. So set those appointments. Fortunes in the follow-up. See, I get ahead of myself. Even though I make notes and everything, I still get ahead of myself. And then one of the biggest things, I have a lot of people ask me, I'm so scared. I'm so nervous. Like, how are you not scared or nervous? I get nervous still talking to people. Sometimes I think that family and friends are the hardest people to talk to. I think that, fear is what is one of the biggest things for people that holds them back in life, is just the fear of the unknown. When you start something new, you're at your highest level of anxiety and your lowest level of knowledge. You don't know exactly with anything you do. Even if your first day working at Jack in the Box, you're going to be scared. You're going to be nervous. You don't want to mess anything up or put something wrong in the computer. But as you learn, you get more confident, and then you can, you just have that little skip in your step. You're like, I know what I'm doing. I'm feeling more confident about this. So it just basically takes doing it more so you get your knowledge up, and then you're going to be more confident in what you're doing. When you follow up with somebody, ask them. Say, what did you like best about the video? I'm going to do this with you real quick. Sean, I sent you the video. I'm following up with you now. Hey, Sean, did you have a chance to check out that video I sent you last night?
Yeah, it was awesome. I really enjoyed it.
You did. So, what did you like best about what you saw?
Basically, the instant ageless. I really like how it gives you instant results.
Awesome. So you really like the instantly ageless. So what would you say, with everything that you saw, and you said you like the instantly ageless, do you have any questions for me about anything specific?
Basically how it works.
Okay, awesome. Well, what I can do, so he asked me how it works. What I want to do at that point, unless he's saying get me started right now, because some people say I want to try that, get me started, you can get them started, because he asked me questions. I want to get myself out of the way, because I am not the message. Get them on a 3-way call. Hey, Sean, I have somebody I'm working with. Her name's Jen. She's having a ton of success in this company. She actually loves the Instantly Ageless too. Whatever it is they say they like, the Zen Body, whatever. This person's using it. They love it. I'm going to actually have her answer some of your questions about the product. We're working together, and she's super fun to work with. Hold on one sec. Get Jen on the phone, and then she would answer the questions. So he can go, oh, there's somebody else out there having success in the company, or with the business, or with the product, and they can kind of answer the question, so it's not all about you. That was what was hard for me in the beginning too. I never wanted to get myself out of the way. I wanted to just, I wanted to share it all and talk as much as possible. So then Jen would answer his questions, and she could ask him, on a scale of 1 to 10, do you want to get started? Do you want to go ahead? What's your interest level? 10 being the best.
Probably about 5 right now. Still want to learn more.
Okay, cool. So if he says that he's at a 5, Jen would direct him to the next exposure. Maybe he needs another video. Maybe he needs to see some more before and after pictures. Whatever it is, she, as a 3-way expert, can get the questions answered, get him to the next exposure. Like we were saying, sometimes it takes people 5 to 7 exposures before they jump in, whether it's with the business or the product. So then she, in return, would go ahead and do that. Let's see here. In return, you're going to go and teach people how to break executives. Once you're an executive, that's why you want to get started right and use these tools, so you can, in return, go and show people how to do it then they can, that's how you're gonna build that large organization, is teaching other people to do what you did. Definitely make sure that you're getting plugged in with your upline and your training. Get on the Facebook page, the groups, go in there, share your success. I went out and did an Instantly Ageless demo. Go get trained, because if you're not trained, you really don't know, what you're doing. The more that you learn, your anxiety will go down, and the more confident you'll be in your business. So definitely get plugged into that. Set a 90-day game plan, set those goals, and really, this is what I'm going to end with. Know your why. Know your reasons why you're doing this. I know for me, this business is now way more about money and being financially stable. It's about being home with my kids, because I didn't have kids when I was first introduced to network marketing. So to me, I didn't even care, honestly. I was like, whatever, I just need some money right now. But it's evolved so much, and really know, every single person in here has a different why. I would say tonight, when you go home, if you already don't know why you're doing the business, write it down. Fear is false evidence appearing real. You got to get outside your comfort zone. Success is outside your comfort zone. And if you know your why, you know the reason why, you're doing it for your kids. You're doing it, you want to retire your husband. You want to be able to retire yourself, because your business is just all about you. Whatever it is, write it down. Read the right books, what you're putting into your mind, what you're listening to, watching daily. I would say turn off the talk shows, turn off all that stuff. Don't read the Inquirer and all those things. Start reading good books, and that's what really changed a lot for me. The Business of the 21st Century is good. I really like the 4 Agreements. That book was really a turning point for me. Read the right books. Turn your car into a drive time university. I know, like for Nicole, she drives a lot. Anyone that drives, listen to good things. Feed your mind with positive, healthy things that are going to lead you towards success, and plant those positive seeds in your mind. And your attitude, will affect your altitude. If you have a good attitude, you're going to be able to soar. People are going to follow you, and just know your why. Write it down. Do a vision, a dream board. Maybe cut out some things and put them on a board we keep in our office right above, with like pictures of where you want to travel, or pictures of your kids, whatever it is that motivates you and keeps you in. So I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way and bring on Jen. She's going to talk to you guys a little bit more about the social media aspect, because I know that that's huge. People need to know how to really get their business out there effectively, and I'm going to be taking tons of notes on this. She has been in the business for 10 months and is having tons of success, and I know she's doing it for her kids too, and she's able to stay home with them, and that's inspiring to me. So I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way and bring up Jen so she can talk to us more about social media.
Awesome. Thank you. Will you scope for me?
Yes.
Okay. You okay?
Hold up.
Oh, so awesome job, Brooke. I mean, you guys are under such a good hands right now with leadership, and really the best advice I can give to kind of piggyback while we're getting this set up is to stay in touch with your leaders. And I can't stress this enough, because if it wasn't for my leaders, I wouldn't be where I am today. I literally have to hold myself accountable and call my leaders, even if it's just to tell them hi. Like, I need to constantly be engaged. Your network is your net worth. If you surround yourself with the people that are having the success, you too will be successful. Awesome, thank you. So the other thing too is go for no. I know Brooke mentioned reading books. 80% of your success is personal development. I'm actually on the way home. I have a 2-hour drive, and I'm going to be listening to an audiobook called Go for a No. Why do you want to go for a no? You want to hear as many no's as possible, because it's going to get you closer to a yes. So when you learn to love no's, you're just sorting. You're only looking for the people that want the products, that want to be a part of this opportunity. So definitely go for no, and you're going to see, one of the leaders that I follow really well, closely, he talks about how he, for 6 months, got 20 no's a day and turned that into $10,000 a month residual income. 20 no's a day for 6 months can change your life, hearing no. So go for no. But what I'm going to talk to you guys about today is one of my go-tos, one of my favorite things that I really thrive on teaching. Why do I thrive on teaching about social media success and actually just marketing in general? Because I really sucked at it when I was in my last 2 companies. I was horrible. I was one of those people. Have you guys ever been spammed by your friends over doing some sort of network marketing thing? They just, no hi, hello, nothing. They just message you. oh my gosh, I'm doing this thing, it's changing my life, it's going to be the best thing ever, I've lost so much weight and this and that, and I'm just making so much money, and I know it's just going to be a dream come true for me. Like, has anybody ever thrown up on you? Okay, awesome. I was that person.
I threw up all over.
I was a total vomiter in my last 2 companies, and it got me nowhere. And so to me, it's really important to stress, you know, doing this the right way. And a lot of times people think that the way they're doing it, the most obvious way to do it is the right way, and it's not actually. So some of the things might raise an eyebrow. Really? Like, you don't want to do this or that? But I'll explain to you why in this little video here. So I've, let me see, how do I turn this into a slideshow? Slideshow. Perfect. So social media, Facebook success, getting started. I'm not going to go into crazy detail because you guys have had a lot of information thrown at you today. So I want to just get you started on some of the basics. But this is stuff I wish I would have known when I first got started. So you're going to get some good stuff here. So today I'm going to give you guys I want to help you get some instant credibility, instant likability. People do business with people that they know, like, and trust, right? So I'm going to give you some Facebook goals, branding secrets. We're going to talk, actually, if you guys have your phones, we can do an instant Facebook facelift today. Do you guys want to do the Facebook facelift? If you want to grab your phones, you can be on Facebook and kind of, you can take notes, definitely, because I'll be going through it. You know, I don't know if you'll have time at the same time, but if you see some things you can change along the way, feel free to do that, and we can give you some instant Facebook tips right now. So, with your Facebook goal right now is, this industry is a relationship building business. You want to build relationship first because, again, people do business with who they know, like, and trust. So building relationships is the name of the game. You want to focus on building up your friend list. I don't know how many friends you currently have on Facebook. I wouldn't say go out and start sending 20, 50 friend requests a day. I would actually not do that at all. But what I would do is set a goal to get 2,000 to 5,000 quality friends. And I'll show you how to find the quality friends that I'm talking about. You want to connect with people that are like-minded, business-minded, goal-oriented, driven, hardworking, and people of similar interests. So, for example, I like to bake. I like to crochet. I'm kind of an old lady at heart. So what I could do is go and find different Facebook groups to join of people who have those same common interests. I'm also a musician, so if I wanted to connect with some people, musicians are great people to talk to because they don't make any money. So it's awesome. So they're usually going to vent to you about how they're making no money living out of their car. But so you can connect in different groups that are of interest to you and start building relationships with those people through private messenger, getting them on the phone, start just literally make friends, right? That's what you want to do. With branding, the number one rule, you need to brand you. How many of you see other companies, I won't say any names, that just throw up every advertisement they can about their product or service on their Facebook page? They're just constantly talking about their product this, product that, product this, and you're just like, we get it. It takes 2 minutes off of your wrinkles off your face in 2 minutes. We totally understand. Like, I see it in this company. People just constantly talking about their product. People don't go on Facebook to buy product. You can't even sell product on Facebook because there's no way to actually do a transaction on Facebook. You have to get them off of Facebook. But the only way to do that is to build a relationship with them because they're not going to just talk to a total stranger. So tell your story. Your Facebook needs to be, like Brooke was saying, a TV channel. It's your own personal TV channel, and you're broadcasting to the world who you are. You know, you are not your company, you are you. So they want to know you. They want to know, do you have kids? What do you do for fun? If you really, a great thing about events, why we Periscope and take so many pictures, we want to show people this lifestyle and that it's fun. You're going to see, if you're friends with me, you're going to see this stuff later on my Facebook page because I want people to know this is what we do and this is how much fun you're missing out on, because that's what will attract people. If, sometimes I rarely am in traffic, but when I am, I'll take a picture of it and say, I'm so glad I don't have to do this on a daily basis. And that resonates with people because they're like, gosh, she's lucky. Like, what did she do? Right? So when you can, turn your Facebook into a TV channel of all sorts of things. 90% lifestyle, 10% business, I would say. But find creative ways to talk about your business, and I'll get into that. But don't make your Facebook look like a home shopping network. Okay, that's all I'll say about that. But so, what is your brand? You know, how do you find things to post about? What is your values? What is your mission, your vision, your passion? You know, valuable content. People want to do business with people who know what they're doing. So when you can provide value about this industry, when you can share tips on, hey, I learned how to just get, 30,000 new likes or followers on my Instagram page. People in this industry will want to ask you, well, how did you do that? And you're going to start building these relationships with other people and other businesses. And at some point, if they're frustrated with what they're currently doing and their leader's not helping them, and they're going to come to you, right? So what do you represent? You know, for me, I'm a very strong Christian. One thing I will say is people will tend to tell you to stay away from politics, stay away from religion, because it can be a debatable thing on Facebook for people, and you want to attract people to you. However, I don't care. I'm a Christian. So, and from time to time, I'll post testimonials or little like morning devotionals. They're more inspirational. They do talk about God here and there, but that's just something that people know that I do now. So, but I would definitely, be conscious of things that could cause debate, profanity, just like Brooke was saying, keep it positive. Okay, profile pictures. This is where we can kind of get into some little Facebook facelift right here. You need to use your best photo for your profile, and it needs to highlight you, okay? You want to look professional, but you can also look fun. You want it to have good lighting. You want to smile. And so I grabbed 4 pictures. This is a real estate agent that I've been trying to get to come onto my team. So Colleen, if you're on here, hint, hint, okay? She's a great real estate agent. But Lyndon Biernoff, he's our double diamond, making 6% of the profits of Jeunesse Global. He's about a $400,000 a month earner. Mm-hmm. I have seen his back office, so I can assure you that that's what it is. So out of these 4 pictures, who would you connect with, right? Who would you want to be friends with? Because right now we're on a mission to find you some new quality friends.
Star Wars.
Right? Star Wars all the way, right? We can't tell who Star Wars is. I don't know Star Wars personally. This guy, I just kind of found the picture. He has his sunglasses on, can't see his eyes, he's not smiling. It doesn't look like someone very friendly that I would want to connect with, because I just don't feel, you're kind of going to get a feeling from people. So out of these 4, definitely the first 2 are people that you would want to connect with. So that's just kind of to give you a little example. Your cover photo, your profile picture, definitely you want it to be you. And with your cover photo, you can make it a little more fun. Joseph is our diamond leader. Talk to him all the time. Talk to him on the way here, actually. And so this is an event that he did that he was speaking at. Eric Worre, by the way, Eric Worre, your first book, Go Pro. I recommend that book, Go Pro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Professional Network Marketer. He wrote that book, and I'm actually going to Vegas next month to see this gentleman speak. So he is amazing. He's made millions in this industry. He's a great coach. He has tons of videos you can watch. That's all just a side note. But, his cover photo is more fun, more lifestyle, more he's traveling somewhere, So you want your cover photo to just represent something about you. For me right now, my 2 kids are on there, and I put a little motivational quote by that. So you can kind of mix it up. And I will tell you guys, change your profile and your cover photo from time to time. I wouldn't say like every week, but maybe every few months. Change it up, because those get the most likes and comments. And I'll tell you why that's important, that you can do that. Cover advertisement. There's no such thing as a cover advertisement on Facebook. You have a cover photo, right? So here's a couple of people within Jeunesse that actually gave themselves a new identity because they changed their last name or their first name to Jeunesse. But that's not your name, right? Let's just be clear. Do not change your name to Janess. You can still keep your name. We don't need you to change your identity to be a part of this organization. So this is a how to not do this, right? Don't throw, when people come to your page and they see this, oh gosh, she's going to try to sell me something. I'm out of here. They're not going to want to connect with you, right? I'm done. So this is just an example of what not to do that I wanted to put on here for you guys. Okay, so this is where we can get into changing some things pretty quickly. Your Facebook settings. This is all really important because this is going to help you drive traffic and it's going to help you get, followers, views, things like that. And I can't even see it from over there, so I'm going to move. But okay, so your Facebook settings, you want to set it to public. And for some people, this is hard because they don't want creepy people on their page. You can still block people. I do it from time to time. So don't feel like it's an issue. I would keep it public. You want as many eyes on your business and what you're doing possible. And if you just keep it to friends and family, you're not going to get a big following and you're not going to grow. So I definitely recommend putting it to public. Who can contact you? Everyone. Who can look you up? Everyone. Again, you can block people. So just know that. And then timeline and tagging. You want to make sure with your timeline who can add things on your timeline. This is really important. Your friends can add things. However, review your posts, your friends tag you in before they appear on your timeline. This is really important. You want that to be on. You want to be able to see who's posting what on your page before you actually let it go onto your page. Because a lot of times, especially when you get into Janess, some people like here, for example, they're going to tag me in pictures, and I don't need like 20 pictures, but they're going to tag me to show that I was there. But I don't necessarily need to throw up a bunch of, too much, I'm just going to, project, I don't want to projectile. So you want to be able to control what's being put onto your page. And then, okay, very important, who can follow you? Everyone. You need to turn your followers button on so people can follow you. Because here's the thing, I don't go and friend request a bunch of people because there is something called Facebook jail, and you will be thrown into it if you add too many friends at too many at one time. So make sure that people can follow you, because I follow people all the time first. It's kind of a subtle way of saying, hey, I like you, let's connect. And a lot of times what will happen is you follow them and they'll come back and friend request you. So make sure this followers button is on because you want followers. As people start to follow you, that's when you go in and, oh good, I got a new follower, let's connect with them. And then you can make the decision to decide if you want to be friends with them. So your friends list, okay, this is important. So when you go to your Facebook, you want to go to your friends list and manage it. You're going to go into the editing and manage it. And you want to make sure only you can see your friends. You want to hide your friends list. Why? Because you're going to start talking and connecting with a lot of people. And you don't want other people in Janess or in any other company starting to prospect your friends. You want them to be for you. So that's where you're a little selfish, but it's true. You want to hide your friends. And then the about section, okay, this is where it gets kind of important too. I put me and this guy, Benjamin Corrente. Hey Benjamin, if you're on Periscope, I told him I was using his page today. So, we work with great coaches who really talk about attraction marketing and creating curiosity on your page. People, if you're just going to be throwing up I have never thrown up my link, my replicated website link on my Facebook page. I've never done it. Why? Because if you do that, people may go to it, they may look at the product, then they may go Google it, and of course they're going to look at all the negative things before they look at the positive things. So don't put your link up. Make a curiosity about it, right? So he put for his job title, he put owner at James & Co. Barbershop, because he owns a barbershop, and he's founder and CEO at Social Entrepreneur, and founder and CEO at Inspirational Motivational Speaker. So he's putting vague descriptions of what he does. He's a network marketer, he's an entrepreneur, he's a social media marketer. He's tying in what he does, but he's not actually saying he's with Janess. Because if he does that, again, people can search it, look at it, there's no curiosity. So same thing with mine. I did the same thing, you know, CEO and owner at Network Marketing Entrepreneur, and then I have a fan page where I linked back my fan page that I created to my page here, so you can do that as well. And then,
May I ask a quick question?
sure.
So the curiosity that I'm creating, how does that finally get linked to our farm?
Okay, good question. So I should have put it on here. Okay, so Joseph and Amani, our Diamond Leaders, did a great post one day. They took the AM, I think it was the AMs, yeah. So Amani was posing like this in the picture, right? And then Joey was behind her, like kind of smiling. And she said, Joey gave me AMs for sleeping last night, or before I went to sleep last night, and he thinks it's funny. So everybody loved that picture and thought it was hilarious, kind of how Josh had that experience, you know. So you're showing your product. You're not saying what it is. You're not sitting here going, "This is AMPM Essentials," and you know it's going to keep you awake all night, or you know, all that kind of stuff. So you know you're making it fun. So now someone's going to go, "Oh wow, AM Essentials, what's that?" You know, it's creating that curiosity. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So kind of that picture I took of you today with the reserve. And you know, I could post and say something, you know, cool about that. You're showing your product off here and there 10% of the time, but you're not, you know, I did one the other day with the mask. You know, a perfect example actually, our company has received 800% growth in revenue in the past 3 years. So what did some people do? They took the picture of Jeunesse with all the product and said, Jeunesse just received 811% revenue and growth in the past 3 years. Okay, so what I did was I just said, I'm so excited that my company received 811% growth in the last 3 years. I didn't say what company it was. And I said, I'm going to celebrate and give myself a mask treatment. And then I took a picture with this with the mask on. So now I'm creating, well, what is this mask? Where do you get it? And what is your company? Does that make sense? It's more of a curiosity. Okay. Oh, I just ended that. No, I'm going to go back. So, this is the last slide, by the way, Josh.
You good? 2-minute warning. I'm just kidding.
Last call. Okay, so timeline tips, guys. So again, create curiosity, post 90% lifestyle, 10% business. You know, when you're out at events, if you're doing parties, I mean, post that stuff. You don't necessarily have to say, you know, what company. That's just how I do it. This is how a lot of, I mean, this is what I promote is attraction marketing, because I feel you'll get a lot further with just creating relationships and letting people know how much fun you're having and letting them ask you, what do you do? You know, create business or creative business posts, like I was just telling you about, being creative with how you post about your business. Brand you, not your company. Like, comment, and share. So Facebook has a lot of algorithms. So you know, your friends don't really see much if you're not interacting on their page. If you notice you haven't talked to a friend in a really long time, go like, comment, and share something, or share something about them and start talking to them private message. You're going to start seeing their stuff come back into your feed. You have to be engaged on other people's posts. So don't just like, go in and comment, because what will happen is other people who comment might see you and go, oh, that was so funny what she said. Who is this person? And go connect with you. So be very interactive on Facebook. Create calls to action when you do your posts. So if you do a motivational picture of some sort, you can just say, would you agree? And now people have to engage. I did one the other day. I was at In-N-Out Burger, and I posted a picture. I said, this is the current situation. Post your current situation. I got 21 comments of people posting what they were currently doing right at that time. So people, you want to get people engaged. It doesn't matter if it's about your business or not. Just engage them in some way, shape, or form. You can go to a store and find 2 pairs of sunglasses and go, I don't know which one I want. Post it on Facebook. Which sunglasses look better on me, guys? People love giving their opinion, right? So you can just post something like that, and you're going to get all this feedback, you know? So creating calls to action is what we call that. Do not post your website. The biggest advice I can give you, videos. Videos, videos, videos. Eric Worre was a nobody before doing videos. He did a video a day. He still to this day in network marketing does a video a day. And it has created the biggest empire for him. Just, you know, it's blown his whole coaching business up. So doing videos I know can be intimidating for people. There is a 30-day video challenge you can do where you literally just, hey, my name is so-and-so, and, you know, you just kind of do little things to get used to seeing yourself in front of the camera. I can tell you, I sing at a lot of places. I used to hate speaking. To be honest, you guys, this is my first time speaking for Jeunesse. This is my first time creating a slideshow. But because of videos and doing videos, I've gotten very comfortable. So I just say get uncomfortable doing videos and you're going to start doing them, and people are going to find value and want to hear more from you. Lastly, guys, inspire people. It's a relationship business. You're here to, you know, serve with your heart, and that's going to get you further than anything else you can possibly do. So just go out there and show the world how Jeunesse is changing lives, how your life is changing, and document that on your Facebook page. So I hope this helps.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Check all the settings on my stuff.
I'm gonna do. My training is gonna be real quick, guys. It's gonna be 5 minutes, and then we'll end it, and then.